Hey everybody, Jam Creates here. I wanted to share with you something. We're going to go into a time machine here, and I wanted to share with you one of the oldest comics that I created as a kid, Corner Box Art. And this is from August of 1988. This is issue 1 of Company 3. They are a unit assigned to special missions. They are Company 3. You can see here they are. Betty the tank with the kind of lopsided design there. This dude really there must be a really small tank, actually, now that I'm looking at it. Anyway, this was kind of like, I had a G.I. Joe obsession like most people back in 1988 in that era. So 88, August of 88, wow. So I was what? So I was 10, 13? Yeah, it's around 13 when I did this. 12, 13, something like that. So first and foremost, I just want to explain something to a lot of our younger viewers out there. These papers with the holes on the side that you see here, these are what we used to use. Oh, come on, focus. This is what we used to use in our computers back in the day. Come on, dude, focus. Thank you, finally. This is what we used to use in our computers back in the day. We had to put these in, and the computer had little, pointed, sprockets or whatever you want to call it, and they would go into the holes and pull the paper through the printer, our dot matrix printers. And that's how that worked. My dad worked in an office, and he brought home just stacks and stacks of this stuff for me to use because he knew how much paper I always was going through. So I would just use tons and tons of paper, and this was something that I used. It actually started, it's more yellow now than when it started, but it was already a little bit yellow when it started. So anyway, this is, again, an old Jam Comics classic. This is available if you want to read it. I will put the link in the description. You can read this on Tapas if you have the Tapas app, or go to the Tapas website and search for Jam Creates. You can hear Bean. I don't know if you can hear Beans in the background. He's barking at something downstairs. For those of you who know, who are new to the channel, Beans is my dog. He's a Chiweenie. I've posted a few. That's a half dachshund, half Chihuahua, for those of you who don't know. I've posted a few videos of him. He made it into my last review. I walked dog walking videos with him, but then he made it into my review of Unit 44, I think. So anyway, it's funny. I decided to do this one after looking at that art from that new G.I. Joe, because this is probably the closest thing to G.I. Joe that I have, that I created as a kid. So if you want to read this book, you actually can read it yourself. You can go on my website. You can go on, and I think there's even a downloadable PDF on there. You can go on Tapas and read it. So I'll put the links in the description. So if you want to actually read it yourself, you could download it. You can read it on a tablet. It's all good. If you want to really get the overall feel, you can go find a dot matrix printer from 1,000 years ago and print one out yourself. If someone actually does that, please send me a picture of it, because I want to see it. First of all, I just want to see that there's someone out there who still has a dot matrix printer, for crying out loud. Anyway, it's Operation Smuggle. Pretty simplistic thing. These dudes are pulling up a boat and they're smuggling in some stuff. After this, we have to go to the airstrip. I know, Fred. My dialogue was always great. Let's go. Vroom. At the airport. Come on, you fools. And then here we go at a U.S. Army base. We need a force to stop all of... We need a force to stop all of this smuggling. I want you to get me that force. Who is he pointing at? There's no one there. I know just the force. He knows just the force already. Company 3, report. Reporting for duty, sir. You notice, like, I tried to do something to differentiate them all, like brown hair, red hair, well, orange, blonde with the beard, black hair, no beard, brown hair, mustache, blonde hair, no facial hair, black hair with the beard, red hair with the mustache. Just so they'd all be different. And then, of course, we got to do this. State your names. Simpson James. Good thing he's not a rental James Simpson. Johnson Frank. White Peter. Atkins Joey. Johnny Stokes. Comma there anyway, because it was supposed to be last name first. So his name Stokes Johnny. Phillips Lou Diamond Phillips. Look at that. He looks so different. Long Rob. There's jokes you can make about that. And then this is my favorite. I just stuck his head in there because I still needed to get him in there. Allen Steve. So Steve Allen. I don't know. You old timers might remember who Steve Allen is. So then he sends them to go stop the smugglers and bring Betty with them because there's stuff being transported by vehicles. So they arrive. He sends them up. This is great. Stokes, Long, and White, get behind that hangar. Right. The little thumbs up. Can you see it? The little thumbs up behind the hangar. Go to the bushes. Atkins wait in the back with Betty and me. Then here comes the planes. Some men arrive. Let's go. The planes are here. Let's party. Okay, guys, now. Hand grenade. Boom. Here we come. And then look, the close-up of Betty. And then there she is. Say hello to Betty. The doors are opening. Get ready. Everybody out of the hangar to help. And then, brap. We'll get them as they come out. Just boom. Look at this. Look at this. This guy with, he's a bad guy because he's got a scar on his face. Boom. Gut shot. I'm not sure how. He gets shot in the stomach. This guy, boom, right between the eyes. Headshot. And somehow this guy gets shot in the back. I don't know. I'm not quite sure how that works. Then out comes a truck. What do we have here? He pulls out a rocket launcher or whatever. Sights up 3 of the good guys. Shoots. Rocket, move! Johnson, run! He jumps. This is great because he jumps off the cliff. This is very dynamic. I screwed up and made his hair the wrong color, so then I colored over it with the orange marker. I hope this works. Boom, he shoots the rocket out of the air. See, that's excitement. That's dynamic stuff. This guy, he runs up to the plane, throws a grenade in there, and then boom, blows up the whole plane. Ba-ba-da-boom. It worked. If it didn't, I'd be dog meat. And then look at that. Blow. Baboosh. The last one's mine. He runs up, just sprays him. And then in there, look at this guy's mustache. You know he's a bad guy with a mustache like that. At least I won't we captured? Typo. Who's editing this book? What is this, a Marvel comic? Oh, yeah. And he shoots. The guy dodges out of the way, because I guess he was just going to kill him in cold blood. And he kicks the gun out of his hand. They fight. Uh-oh, the engines turn on. He picks up the gun, he shoots. Oh, no, one of the good guys gets hit. And his hand lands in a box of hand grenades. He pulls out, oh no, all those pins. Jumps out of the plane. Ah! Boom. That's a pretty good sequence, quite frankly. Dude gets shot. You're like, oh no, what happened? The good guy got shot. Then his hand lands in a box of grenades. He pulls out all those pins. You're like, oh crud, is everybody gonna die here? And he jumps out. The bad guy, boom. This is a pretty 80s action movie type of sequence right there, I would say. That's a definite, like, I would see something like that happening in like an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie or something. And then, good work, boys. General, we got him. That should really be the other way around. We did it. And then, all right. I love this. Like, he's jumping in the air, jumping, high-fiving, jumping. This dude's like, I got shot, remember? I got shot and then jumped out of an exploding airplane, so I'm just going to hang out down here, alright, guys? But I'm still happy because we won. So, alright. And then there it is. The world-famous The End ribbon. So that is Company 3. a highly trained special mission force. Wait a minute, where did I hear that? Where have I heard that before? Um, I'm gonna tell you what. For being a kid, this opening page right here, this splash page, is actually pretty good. I mean, it's a flat angle, and there's not a lot of backgrounds or anything. But like, we've got the searchlight. I mean, a lot of the stuff is faded, but there's the searchlight, the boat, the gunner. They're passing off the boxes and going. We got the clouds and the thing. We got the Operation Smuggle. Like, that's actually pretty good for a kid, for a little kid, I think. I mean, forget about like, you know, the body proportions and all the weirdness. Like, nobody has a neck and all that. Like, but you know, it's funny. Like, I'm looking at this, and honestly, as bad as some of this is, because it is like, you know, done by a little kid and it's a million years old. Like, it's still more of a comic book than that new G.I. Joe comic book is. Like, that new G.I. Joe is so flat and boring. And, like, yeah, there's a lot of flat angles in this and stuff, but, like, at least there's a ton of action. You know what I mean? And the action is easy to follow. It makes sense. There's some dynamic stuff to it. You know, obviously, I'm not trying to, like, toot my own horn and say this is, like, the greatest thing ever, but, like, at least, like, it's easy to follow action. It follows pretty standard action adventure stuff, and then, you know, that's it. I mean, obviously the story is incredibly simplistic, but anyway, if you want to see more videos like this with these old comics, I've got one that's even older than this. It's probably the oldest one in my collection of Jam Comics Classics. It is from, I believe, a month earlier than this. I actually have it right here. I'm not going to show it to you. I'm not going to show it to you, but it's right here. It's right here. It comes from July 1988. Maybe I'll do that one soon. I've got a whole bunch more. I told you, I was very prolific as a kid when it came to creating comic books. And like I said, if you're interested, I'll put the link in the description. You can either go to Tapas or use the Tapas app, or you can go to my website and look at the Jam Comics Classics on there, and you can read this for yourself. You can actually look at it and analyze it and study it, and you know, whatever you want to do. If you want to just look at it and laugh, that's fine. But I would love to see some reactions if anybody actually bothers to go read these after I do this. I mean, like, whatever. If you just watch the video, you get the same idea. Obviously, like, I don't need to skip pages because it's stuff that I created as a kid, so there's no copyright strike worries. Anyway, if you like this kind of video, you want to see more of this kind of video with the Jam Comics Classics, I've got a bunch more to share, so I'll be doing it. But let me know. You know, hit that thumbs up, like, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so, you know, you won't miss any videos for notifications. And that's it for this one. I will talk to you guys soon. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what you think. Is it silly? Is it funny? Do you like it? What exactly is he shooting at? Anyway, so that's it. Let me know what you think. Hit me up in the comments. You know, follow me on Twitter at jam_creates, all that good stuff. And I will be following up with more videos soon. Okay, I will talk to you later, and splat. Peace out.